I wanted to talk about herbs in the scalp again and all of these different crazy things. And to me, I find it really disrespectful to call it Ayurvedic hair care because it's not true. Indian women and the women from other cultures and nationalities do not use herbs in the way that the women on YouTube are telling you to use them. They do not.
I am back. What it do, baby?
I wanted to talk about herbs in the scalp again and all of these different crazy things. Now, a lot of people are leaving Ayurvedic medicine, right? Or hair care, but a lot of, not Ayurvedic medicine, Ayurvedic hair care, their version of it. And to me, I find it really disrespectful to call it Ayurvedic hair care because it's not true. Indian women and the women from other cultures and nationalities do not use herbs in the way that the women on YouTube are telling you to use them. They do not. And I've been living in Nevada for about 20 years, right? Just about going on 20 years. And I've had friends from all different races. And even the women who I have had as friends for years at this point that come from the cultures that you guys are taking, putting herbs and stuff that come from Ayurvedic hair care, they do not do the things that you do. And before I break this down, I wanted to read this comment because, oh my God, like she's literally saying the same exact thing. She said, the wild part about using this stuff is that they use it wrong and abuse it. I have Indian friends and they rarely do these treatments, and when they use the powders, it's infused into oil to carry the herbs to the skin, and it is washed off the same hour. Most of them don't even put it on the scalp. They put it on their hair length and then wash it out. They use shiitake as a shampoo. That I said that wrong. They use that as a shampoo because it cleans the hair. However, I am seeing these YouTube girls make teas and spray it on the hair and leave it in. Some even have a business spreading the foolishness. Thank you for explaining this. And what's crazy is some of those girls, some of those Indian women that I was friends with when we were girls, we're friends now, and they're like, oh my God, seeing this stuff is crazy. Like most of the time they don't even use herbs and things of that nature in their hair unless they have some type of infection. It's put on the length of their hair and then shampooed out in no less than 30 minutes. But you guys are adding it to leave-in conditioners and products that remain in the hair long term, and then when something happens like what went on with Mayo Organics, everybody acts brand new.
Mayo's formulas have not changed. Mayo does not have any lawsuits. Mayo's products does not cause people's hair to fall out.
You tell them that.
While it's sad to see that people have, they've uploaded videos and pictures saying that they've experienced hair loss, and that's very sad and unfortunate. And I think that as we navigate our hair journey, we have all experienced some type of hair shedding or some type of hair issues at some point in our lives on this journey. And hair loss can come from a variety of different reasons, but I can tell you that Mayo is not one of those reasons. So, the false information that's being spread on social media is the downside, and we see it with everything that's going on in the world. A lot of information is just coming at us so fast, and we don't even have time to process it. But I just want to be able to set the record straight, that you guys are hearing it from my mouth. I built this brand on social media. I have always stayed rooted in my community. I have always focused on her. Why? Because I am her. My family uses the products. I use the products. This is my hair, and my hair is thriving, and Mayo is a solution. So those that are experiencing issues, we are here to show up for the community and continue to support our community with solution-driven products with high quality ingredients that help the hair become become more healthier and thrive in the long run.
We recently discovered that the original TikTok creator who sparked all of those rumors about Mayo products causing hair loss and falsely claiming that the rosemary mint oil formula has changed, that creator has been paid by one of our competitors.
So I saw the video, and when y'all see a video that actually tags me, like me, y'all send that to me. I want to see that video, because if you've been rocking with me for a little bit, you know that there were many videos and many creators. So I'm just really curious to know like how my name got pulled back into this. I still stand with the masses. I stand to the people who I open my platform for them to share their stories, for them to connect. And I think that we all know what's going on here. It's damage control. What's happening here is a brand still not taking accountability. And what's happening here is a whole lot of gaslighting.
And I think the craziest part of this situation and many others is the fact that there's always been two different sides of the coin, right? There's always been the group of women telling you to try these things and making up all of this stuff, and then there's always been another group of women, which I fit into, that's been telling you no, like don't do that, like you're really gonna mess your hair up, like no, don't do that because these things happen long term. And then here we go in 2025 and we have all of these new people. Everybody has somebody new that they're blaming for balding and hair loss, but nobody's blaming self, right? And the thing that's crazy about it, right, when somebody like me comes online just to give information, I get comments like this, right, where people get really, really upset and they go into like attack mode. But what I need you guys to understand is the Team Natural community has been going on for years, for over a decade. So women like me, if we're still talking, it doesn't matter what you say. As a child, I didn't have a choice on how I wore my hair. And my mom would always put tight barrettes and balls on my head, and I would be like, it's too tight. And my mom would say, any looser and it's not going to look neat. Now I tell my sister not to encourage neat hairstyles or find a functional hairstyle for her daughters, and she didn't have to deal with the same problem as I did and made sure that their hair was loose. I had traction alopecia growing up. My mom purchased Baby Don't Be Bald and Wild Grow, but nothing worked. When I was 25, I saved up to get $8,000 surgery in Beverly Hills because my traction alopecia was smooth, scarring, follicles were dead because it had been constant since I was a child all the way up to my teens. I'm 32 now, and the hairline is popping, and I do my own hair because, man, I have yet to find an educated stylist to not rip my head apart. Laugh out loud. I wish they all had a scientific background, right? So this is one of many different comments that we're getting, and the thing is, when women like me bring it up, it's like, oh no, that's what we're supposed to do, oh shut up, and you attacked, and everybody want to say all of the things, but at the end of the day, this is not to attack anybody. We cannot put new wine in old bottles. So a lot of the things that we did in the past to our hair, a lot of the balding that you have now at your big age in your 30s could be because of the patterns and routines that have been in place since you were a little girl. And whether black women want to admit it or not, if we look at the difference with traction, right, most little girls, right, or most young girls have traction alopecia before they hit 18, before they're able to buy liquor, right, before they're 21. They have traction alopecia in different forms, and not understanding that it's all a part of hair and follicle weathering, which starts at a very young age. Because, excuse me, from the time you're a little girl, like The second your daughter has hair long enough to put in a ponytail, you putting it in a bunch of ponytails and barrettes and putting a whole bunch of oils and butters and greases in their scalp. Mind you, the average hair growth cycle is only 7 years.
So y'all, I came across this video and we're gonna talk about it. Now, this young girl has gotten her hair braided, and if you don't know, I'm going to explain to you. Once you get your hair braided, they usually dip the braids in boiling hot water. Now, as you can see, this little girl is very uncomfortable because the person who is doing this, the boiling water is on her scalp. It is not on the braids. And this is a big no-no. And for you to sit here and film it like it is okay. Like, the girl is literally, you know, moving around, trying to let you know, like, it hurts. You're burning my scalp. So let me just tell y'all, don't ever do this. This is not safe. You can really cause a lot of harm. You can burn the scalp, severely.
I'm trying to tell this woman the best style for her hair, but she's like, nope.
Alright, so you want just knotless? What about like boho knotless?
I don't know what that is.
It's like some curly pieces added in it.
No.
No. Crochets
No.
to cover up. No. Oh, okay. Well, I have to do something to cover. Box braids can cover up this part really, really good.
No, I just want the knotless braids.
Okay. Just regular knotless, no.
Regular knotless, nothing jazzy. Don't add nothing else to it. Just regular knotless braids.
Okay.
So most of the time your daughter has a bunch of tension and pulling and rubber bands and all types of stuff on her hair before she's 3 years old. That means her body hasn't been through one full hair growth cycle before you're pushing it into the telogen phase, right? For your body to go through a healthy hair growth cycle, it has to make it through anagen, catagen, telogen, and then back to the anagen phase. But you guys don't even let your children's hair get past to the telogen stage before they have balding issues and before the hair growth cycle is slowed down. Understand that tension and tight pulling or blocking the follicles with oils and butters and greases, which we do culturally, all right? I did it too with my baby before I learned better. And these are the different things that you have to pay attention to, because if you're constantly sitting there always trying to be mad about something or always looking for offense or acting as if me, a stranger who does not know you, is saying something directly to you to offend you, you're never going to get out of this. You're going to constantly be in the same situation over and over again, going online looking at who got the longest hair so you could do what they say instead of just following the science of the human body. It's so easy. It's so simplistic, right? But you know, a lot of times things that are the easiest aren't always the things that we want to do the most. And I think that is really important that we are able to have these conversations. And I think the biggest issue is most of the time, most people don't want to have these conversations, because when you say something that when you say something that the majority doesn't understand, or that the majority doesn't believe in, or that the majority doesn't follow, then you're attacked. But I encourage you to not let up. Like, don't stop the patterns and routines that you are now going along with just because women around you are like, oh girl, why you not greasing your scalp? Oh, you trying to be a white girl and stuff like that. Like, ignore things like that. The same way that I ignore people like this trying to call me bald head and things of that nature. It's like, it doesn't matter how many videos somebody makes about me. It doesn't matter how many people say that my information is wrong. It does not matter. You know why? Because everything that comes out of my mouth is a verifiable fact. you having a sebaceous gland that produces sebum and your hair doesn't need oil is a verifiable fact. So if somebody makes a full-fledged video about me saying that I'm spreading misinformation, saying that your scalp doesn't need oil, I do not care. Look at me in the eye. I don't give a shit. I do not care. I do not care, because the truth does not need a defender. That's crazy, right? The truth doesn't need a defender. I remember years ago, I had people like, oh, she's lying. The hydrogen bond isn't real. The disulfide bond isn't real. Bonds are not real. And now today in 2025, all of y'all favorite brands have bond reconstructive treatments. It's not a big deal, right? The thing that's a big deal is your lack of accountability, your lack of understanding. And here on the screen, I've been putting up a whole bunch of different women, right, that have so much accountability, because at the end of the day, yes, I've been talking about this for years, and no, I'm not gonna switch up. Why would I haven't switched up thus far. And I'm gonna tell you something, this is what I've been waiting for. 2025, the age of Aquarius, this is what I've been waiting for. So all of the name calling, all of the videos they didn't make, all of those things are amazing. They all led up to this moment in time that we are in right now. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't trade one of those negative videos about me. I would not trade it for anything. You know why? Because you can look at the videos that I'm talking about today. You can look at the women who've done the work over a year later and where they're at now. And then you can go back to all of the videos that said the things that I was saying now are misinformation. You can go back and look at the videos that were made about me, and you can see the women who stuck to their guns, the women who kept it simple. You can see where they're at right now, and you can see that the people who said that I was lying are in the same spot or a worse spot than they were at when they said that I was making it up. So this is why I want you to pay attention to the science. Forget about me. Well, don't forget about me, but don't take my words as prayer book either. Look at what I say, get your paper and a notebook, write it down, and go do the research for yourself. Because when you do the research for yourself, you can see that everything is very simple and easy. I just want y'all to all take that into account, right? Because at the end of the day, it's science. It's the science of the human body. All of this rage that has been introduced into the hair industry is absolutely insane. There's no reason for anybody to be yelling, cussing, screaming, mad at each other about anything. Girl, it's hair. It's a booty hole. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not. And to have healthy hair is very, very easy and simplistic, right? But to me, it comes to I believe that all things are connected holistically, right? So the way that women treat each other is also the way that they treat their children, is also the way that they treat their spouse or the lack thereof, or the people that they deal with. So when it comes to hair care, it is something that where the water is really muddy, because most cosmetologists like me are hiding themselves. Because I'm gonna tell you something, every blue moon, because I love the art of hair so much, like if I could make people leave their brains in their voice boxes at the door with their coat, oh my god, I would probably do hair again. But then every time I be like, oh, maybe I could do it part-time just for the love. I see a video like this.
I wanna go home. I wanna go. What? So how? I swear to God, you can't make that shit up. I'm getting my hair washed, and then and then the hair salon calls me, and then they were like, so yeah, then the girl that's washing my hair is like, runs up to me, and she's like, because she was opening the door for someone else, and she was like, what's your name again? And I was like, Alexis?
Head wash. Like, literally, wash her whole fucking head. She's been here for 30 minutes. And then she was like, oh, honey, you're at the wrong location. So I'm just gonna rinse you out and put some conditioner on, and you can drive 15 minutes to the other one. What? Day in the life. Also, this shit is still about to be like $200 fucking. How I left the salon versus how I arrived home. That you don't like you see my work. Yeah, like this do not look like the work I'm seeing in your machine. And my work is not going to look like whatever you see. You got orange hair on top of black hair. So I've had like color hair on top of black hair a lot, and my it's never just puffy. Tuck your hair. I know I've had locks before, so and I've had colored on it, but it's never just puffy. It's okay. So what you want me to do? Can I have my deposit back? Cause this like you can like honestly you can like cut the bottoms and stuff. And you know you can go to gym with it, right? Okay, like I said, you can take these out. I don't have a problem with paying you. I don't like this. Okay. Like I'm recording this now, so we can take these out. Okay, you can cut them. That's by taking when you get a service and then you don't pay for it. So you got the service and you have not paid for it. So I paid half for it. I don't like the service, and you can take the service out. Okay, like I said. So takedown fee on top of the install fee. You got the install. I just called Fulton County, or that's fine. You can call them, and I can tell them. You got a service, but you. That's fine. You can call them, and we can wait for them. Service. And we can pay for them. Broadcasted. This woman here has put this hot mess in my head and is now calling the cops on me because I don't want to pay for it, and I asked her to take it down. I rendered a service for an individual. However, I had solving issues in my salon, so I can't render it. This woman has put this in my head and wants me to pay for it. Not willing to pay, so I advised her that step by taking if she does not want to pay for the service. However, she asked me to take the service down. I told her that I could, but that's still a fee. However, she's not willing to pay anything. Don't lie to a police bag. I asked her to give me my money back because this is a hot mess, so she can take this out. Trying to leave and she's yelling outside. Babe, I'm not trying to leave, and they can watch the video. She's yelling outside the apartment. Okay, well they can watch my video. Yeah. She's not living in Moreno. I think Estelle, maybe doing. She's recording me, but I haven't done anything wrong. You're lying to the police right now, so I'm just you're lying to the but you're lying to the police right now. You're on video, so you're lying to the police right now. No, No. Okay. This is a hot ass mess. They're just not even moving with me. You can leave. Oh no, we can wait for the police to get here, and I'm on live too, so we can wait for the police to get here. Hey, are the police on the way? Because I would like to wait for them to get here. I would like to wait for the police to get here so I can explain to them. Can I have my money back, please?
And when you show video clips like this, people are like, oh, why are you always showcasing black women? So let me do a different one.
She's gonna do exactly like I do it. Robin, you need to be more trusting. No. But it's me. I would never do anything to make you uncomfortable.
I know. I want to do it.
Well,
you're supposed to be with the customer.
Oh, not on this. Mom, this room. I'm the boss here, Robin.
I'm not paying her, I'm paying you.
Nope, but I pay her, so she does what I say. And
Oh, come on, Sharon.
You'll be fine. You want to leave?
I will, if you don't get my hair.
You have your color on. You want to talk to me like that?
Yeah.
Robin!
Sure.
Robin, she's my assistant. She does hair.
I want you to do my hair. I'm not
Robin.
going to tell you again.
Robin, don't talk to me that way.
I can't.
You can go. No, you're not going to talk to me that way.
Oh my God.
Robin,
You
you
do me
don't.
like this?
Robin, you're not going to talk to me disrespectfully. And
Well, then you don't either. I'm paying to have you do my hair.
Right.
I want you to do it.
Right, and just relax. Take a breath.
I will.
Take a breath.
My hair.
Robin, you can't talk to people like that and think that people are just gonna do whatever you say.
I came to get my hair.
I know, and I am running a full-blown business, and I'm training her.
come
And
on,
wait,
Sharon.
really, honestly, Robin, if you don't want to hear me out and get to the resolution of this, you can leave with half your color on. Are you gonna fucking hit me? Robin, get the fuck out. Robin, get out. And do not cause a scene in my business. You just almost went to hit me, and you know what? It's on camera. Robin, you didn't? Oh, get out. Here, let me get this
Oh my
one.
God.
Ew, Robin, that was fucking disgusting. You just made me waste product.
Oh my God, you're gonna let me go out.
You want to disrespectfully?
hair.
Look how you just spoke to me and she just saw that. Robin, I'm just
I
having.
apologize. I'm having a lot of stress in my life.
Robin, that was a lot, Robin.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Robin.
Please.
No, Robin.
Please.
Robin, that was come on,
Please.
Robin. I need you to go. We're gonna have to reschedule.
Oh my
I'm sorry. That put you at me shaking. I've never had someone do that to
Well,
me.
I can't go with my hair.
But
like
you should think about that before you are disrespectful. That was wild, Robin. I've never had that.
Okay, fine.
No, Robin, let's just deal with this later. I just need you to go. That was
Oh
super
my
disrespectful.
God.
I can't even believe you spoke to me like that. I really took care of you when no one in the other salon wanted to do your hair. I wanted to do your hair, and we created a bond. And you just
So
broke
how do I
that
get
bond.
this out?
You're just gonna go home and wash it. Robin, you can't disrespect people and expect people to do services for you. This is a service. It's not like the bank. You know what I mean? I understand your situation with the bank, but you can't come in here in my business and make it
I had a lot of pressure from my daughter.
You know what? I have a lot of pressure too, Robin. We all have pressures.
I know,
Let's just
I
end
know.
this. Here, Robin. Honestly, I
Oh my
appreciate you.
God.
I'm wasting so much product, and I don't want you to waste your time, but that was a lot. I'm gonna need you to go.
Okay, thanks.
So can I say this now? Can we not do just women in general? Y'all are freaking nuts. You are freaking nuts. You're crazy. And when you do something for a long period of time, you sit there and you ask yourself, is it worth it? Do I really need to do this? Is this something that I really need to do? Or can I just scratch this whole thing all together and just do something else? Because these people are crazy. And the truth of the matter is, yes, I can. I could scratch this shit all together and do something else, because women are absolutely insane. And the way that they treat other people in their real life and in their everyday, they come to the salon with stuff like this, and my life is complete and total peace and serenity. I feel great. If you listen real close, if I was to stop talking, you can hear a little waterfall going in the background. I am in a great mood. So I would be leaving my home, right? Oh my God. I would be leaving my home to go out of my own peaceful energy just to come do your hair for some bullshit, and it's just not worth it. It's came to a place where it's not worth it. It's not worth it financially because of how much buffer it is. I don't care how much money I make. It's just crazy. That is any different now. I'm just saying, I remember I was doing my taxes and I was going back and looking at how much I was spending on buffer. I was like, oh my God. This is a 2-bedroom apartment. Why not? It's crazy. So I don't know. I hope that us having this little brief conversation, it kind of like opens your mind up just to start thinking about things, right? Like, I'll never get behind the chair again, ever, because of the stuff like what I just showed you. But I love the hair industry, I do, and I love the hair that's growing out of the human body, not styling it no more and putting it in cute hairstyles. I don't love that part of it no more. I moved on. But the other aspects that I could be involved with, I am so in them. So if you want to learn, even more, then make sure you stick around, right around here on my channel, and try not to get easily offended by everything that I say or everything that other people say. There is good, bad, ugly, and a fucking nightmare that used to live in the hair industry, and y'all don't really see the nightmare stuff. Y'all don't. And are there hood rat cosmetologists? Absolutely. I showed y'all some of them in this video, but girl, you gotta find somewhat of a middle ground. And you know I'm not making it up. You know I'm not being extra. You know I'm not being crazy, because I make one simple video about something and people like, then somebody, you shut up. You shut up just because you think you doing something with your little bald spot growing back, and all of that is just like, I'm about to go put my hair in ponytail. I'm gonna go wrap this up. So in closing, I hope that everybody figures out like what's going on, like in their mind mentally, to make them so mad whenever they get online, because I really, for the life of me, cannot understand where all of the rage and the anger comes from when it comes to hair, when it comes to the hair industry, when it comes to certain videos like mine. Like, I cannot get it. I cannot comprehend. Like, what are y'all so mad about? Where is all of the anger coming from? Because it just makes no sense. And then lastly, if you are like, oh, she's always making the same videos about hair and about balding and things of that nature. Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but the majority of women on the earth are going bald. Okay, so I do the best that I can at answering questions in one big video. I do the best that I can. Trust and believe, I don't think about people being bald head all day. I promise to God, I don't think about people being bald all day. But when people ask questions about other bald head people, or when people have a bald spot that they need help growing back, guess what? I'm gonna come through and help you figure it out. You know why? Because I used to be a bald head I used to be a bald head scallywag with no hair on the side, and I used to be a bald head skittle diddle with no hair in the middle. One never no Humpty Dump without hair in the front, and one never a scallywag without hair in the back. But I was a Humpty Dump and a scallywag with no hair on the side. So been there, done that, right? And so I make the type of videos that I make, and I show my bald spots and the progression that I've made, so you can visually see that I have been in the spot that you're in before. Maybe not for the same reasons. Mine is for HS, but I've been in the same spot. So if you need a little bit more help, then make sure you just stick around and watch some more of my videos. I love you. Bye.